I think people are alternately excited to hear from you and a bit afraid. Should they be?
I suddenly realized we might have something rather different that was already better.
I think there are things to be worried about.
Are we in trouble?
But they now do seem to really understand.
Geoffrey Hinton, the Godfather of AI and Google's AI research division leader, has announced his resignation, and he has given us an ominous warning about his creations. Dr. Hinton played an active role in AI development throughout his career. Now, he has made the choice to step down from his position. He's leaving the world of artificial intelligence for good, and he deeply regrets his work. A rift is growing larger between the world's leading AI researchers and the tech companies that employ them. Just over a month prior to Hinton's resignation, more than 1,000 AI researchers signed an open letter calling for a 6-month pause on AI development. They asked for a chance at curbing the profound risk to society and humanity this technology poses, to no avail. Alarms are being raised about the ever-growing impact of artificial intelligence on our lives, yet there seems to be little response. Rather, the lack of transparency, accountability, and diversity in the field is swept under the rug. Even the 2 former co-leaders of Google's ethical AI team have been fired after challenging the company on its policies on AI ethics. Geoffrey Hinton's groundbreaking research has laid the foundations of a new era of artificial intelligence, neural networks, and deep learning, all technologies that are actively changing the way we interact with the world around us. Since his departure, he has made countless statements that speak volumes about the damage his life's work has brought, and will continue to bring, to humanity. Today, he likens himself to the father of the atomic bomb, Robert Oppenheimer. Just like him, he now plans on dedicating the rest of his life to stopping the damage of his creations. What he had to say has struck fear in the hearts of journalists and engineers alike. Right now, they're not more intelligent than us as far as I can tell, but I think they soon may be. His voice carries an authority like no one else in the world of AI. It's better to listen now, while we have time. Now, the reason Hinton left Google was to be able to freely talk about the dangers of artificial intelligence without it directly impacting the company. In fact, he has since congratulated Google on its responsibility in handling these issues. However, we have yet to see the tech giant take a real stand against the threat of AI going rogue. However, what worries Hinton the most is not a rogue AI. What he cites as his biggest fear is something that could actually happen with the technologies available today. He said, "It is hard to see how you can prevent the bad actors from using it for bad things." Weaponized artificial intelligence is a real menace. He's not just talking about regular drones here. What he fears the most is people allowing robots to create their own sub-goals. One such machine could decide that to achieve its purpose it has to get more power, and we can only guess how that could be done. According to Dr. Hinton, Russian President Vladimir Putin could be the catalyst to this. The war in Ukraine could become a possible cradle for this kind of automated warfare, but there's little evidence to suggest that Russian scientists have access to this technology. Yet there is no way to know for certain. This isn't the first time Hinton has voiced his concerns over this. In a commencement address at the Indian Institute of Technology in Mumbai, he noted how AI could create opportunities for the development of lethal, unstoppable robots. He said, "I find this prospect much more immediate and much more terrifying than the prospect of robots taking over." According to Hinton, AI could also harm society through fake images, videos, and text that could leave most people not able to know what is true anymore. Examples of this keep emerging everywhere, and we shouldn't treat them like simple pranks. A simple online AI tool, accessible to everyone without even downloading a single file, can seamlessly recreate the voices of world leaders, CEOs, and even defunct people. Paired with the right video, one could fake everything from a declaration of war to someone admitting they've faked their own deaths. These deep fakes are hard to spot and impossible to moderate efficiently, especially with how quickly things get shared around these days. It's easy then to imagine such a video creating enough panic to cause riots, strikes, and violence. These systems aren't limited to imitating famous people, however. Your average Joe could find himself robbed of his identity in a matter of minutes, including his voice, appearance, mannerisms, and more. Voice and facial recognition software can be tricked with a few minutes of tweaking around. Your loved ones could receive a call from a scammer, hear your voice, see your face, and be completely clueless. Another risk highlighted by Geoffrey Hinton is worker replacement. According to him, we're not yet at a point where AI could take over the majority of jobs, but we could quickly get there without even realizing. In his own words, look at what it was like 5 years ago and what it's like now. Take the difference and propel it forward. That's scary. According to Hinton, we are not far from the point where an AI could become more intelligent than us. He remarked that at first, even he didn't fully believe in the idea that this stuff could actually get smarter than people. Yet today, the stunning pace of advancement in the field has left him corrected. He continued, "Maybe what is going on in these systems is actually a lot better than what is going on in the human brain. The difference between us and them, humans and machines, is that they are digital systems, able to be connected among themselves and share the same model of the world. And all these copies can learn separately, but share their knowledge instantly. So it's as if you had 10,000 people, and whenever one person learned something, everybody automatically knew it. Truth is, we have no idea of what could happen. Some believe that AI will never be truly intelligent. Others are convinced that it's a matter of years before we find ourselves in front of a doomsday scenario. We simply do not know what's going to happen. We can guess, and we can try and keep ourselves from getting to a point of no return, but we will never truly know. At least, not until something happens. And by then, there will be no stopping it." Dr. Hinton has also remarked on the lack of regulations when it comes to AI development. He admits that he's no policy expert, yet understands that the key behind keeping this technology under control is to monitor and regulate it carefully. His point is that innovations in this field are inevitable. Even if we were to halt AI development in one country, others would just get the lead. You cannot ban ideas, and that is why he believes we must be careful and implement universal laws to keep things from going out of control. Yet we might be too far into an AI arms race for us to recognize the need to slow down. Geoffrey has essentially resigned from Google because he believes that the company is just playing catch-up with its competitors, with a clear disregard for safety. There are no guardrails, no risk assessment, and this is a dangerous game to play, especially at this level. Hinton has done the world a favor by shining a spotlight on these issues. He has caught the world's attention, and perhaps there is hope for governments and companies to work together for a solution. The current approach is unsustainable. We cannot downplay the risks anymore. We're at a critical juncture in the development of artificial intelligence. While the possibilities for AI are seemingly endless, we need to take a step back and consider the potential consequences. While some may believe that a break is simply useless, Hinton and thousands of other experts have made it clear that it's a necessity. There's no doubt that AI has the power to transform the world for the better. It can help us make faster and more accurate decisions, automate mundane tasks, and even solve some of the world's most pressing challenges. But there's also a dark side to AI that we must consider. The world must prepare for the impact AI will have on everyone's lives in the near future. Soon, it won't be just a nuisance just to artists or developers. People will have to find a new purpose. Policymakers cannot leave society alone to deal with this problem. Geoffrey Hinton, together with hundreds of experts in this field, are fighting for a better tomorrow. As the field of AI continues to grow and develop, it is imperative that we prioritize transparency, accountability, and diversity to prevent the emergence of rogue AI and weaponized technologies. Proactive measures and a collaborative effort between researchers, tech companies, governments, and society as a whole are the only safe way forward. People must listen to the warnings of experts like Geoffrey Hinton. We are lucky enough to have hundreds of skilled specialists ready to work on a solution. Those who have the power to coordinate such an effort should not let this opportunity slip away. Please tell us your thoughts in the comments.